Alright, welcome back, YouTube. Just had a nice little chat with Twitch, so it's lovely to see you back. We're now playing the next game. Game that I absolutely love. Game that I don't play often enough. FlatOut Ultimate Carnage. With one of the best intros to a game ever. I'm gonna let you listen to it. Yeah. Isn't it weird how games that I love have really cool intros? Maybe that's part of it. Right, this is FlatOut Ultimate Carnage. This is a... This is weird. So, FlatOut Ultimate Carnage is a 360 combination port kind of thing of FlatOut 1 and 2 from the PS2 and PC. Oh, please, I forgot the music turned off. Okay, good, the music's turned off. Yeah, so this is basically FlatOut 2 and FlatOut 1 joined together, added some extra things, and then ported to the 360. Because FlatOut Ultimate Carnage doesn't really exist for the PC, really. It's FlatOut 1, 2... Like, this does exist for the PC, but it is literally just the port of this version. Whereas FlatOut 1 and 2 already exist. It's a weird thing. But I love this game. The level of detail in this game, for something that came out in... where is it? Something that came out in like 2007, 2008 kind of time. The amount of detail on this game is insane. I'm not a graphics whore, right? But the detail in this, it's just insane. You know? Like, I can appreciate great looking textures and great, you know, kind of like things. It's great. This is probably my favourite racing game of all time. I will not mess about in any way. Yeah, this game has a great sort of career mode called FlatOut mode. The sort of arcadey kind of Carnage mode where you go for like gold, silver, and bronze trophies is really good and very hard sometimes. The Xbox Live is where, literally, the Xbox Live of this game, playing this online, is where I met a lot of my friends that I knew through Xbox. And that's, you know, it was this game, which is weird because no one else knows what this game is. And this game is amazing. And you know what fucking tarnished the FlatOut series? FlatOut 3 and then FlatOut 4. We don't even need to talk about FlatOut 3 on the PC. Thank God it's only on the PC. Because that is terrible game. And FlatOut 4 just takes everything that FlatOut is and just goes, nah, and just poops all over it. It's terrible. I never played FlatOut 1 or 2, so I can't give much verdict on that. But this game, Ultimate Carnage, is the best. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a couple of races. We're going to go through sort of the sort of Carnage mode as well. Okay, Street Rural Cup, Street Sprint Cup, Street Big Bang. Is there a Special Street Circuits Cup? No, let's go with the Street Rural Cup. I don't want to be doing this for ages, trust me. Despite how much I love this game, I do not want to be on this game for quite some time. Alright, so basically if you wanted an updated racing game that was kind of like Destruction Derby and Demolition Racer, if anyone knows that game, this is essentially just the best of everything, you know? Like the Destruction's in... Okay, Destruction's not as like insanely sort of like smashable as like, you know, the GTA or something. But the controls on this, it's arcadey, so you don't have to worry about, you know, completely being utterly serious. But just look, you can see like the dirt being kicked up by your own car. The tire tracks stay on the road from everyone, you know? The race circuits have, I believe, over I'd say 800, but I keep forgetting the goddamn thing. It says it on the back, I think. I mean, 8,000 objects to destroy per track. So you see, like, that lamppost? Yeah, that's one. You know, you see all these tyres? Yeah, they're all individual. All can be knocked about as cones and everything. 8,000! 12 drivers, 8,000 destructible things, and the game runs smooth. I don't think I've ever played this game and it's ever gone, like, it's ever dropped frames. I don't think so. Again, I'm not one to kind of go, oh, it's very, you know, oh, this is 60, this is 30 or whatever. But this game just it never slows down or anything like that, and it's just amazing. This game was made over a decade ago, and it's still one of the best destruction racing games ever. Like, I love Destruction Derby 2. I love Demolition Racer for the PS1. I love both of them for the PS1. But this game just takes it to a whole new level of... Like, obviously, you know, kind of barring the, you know, obviously sort of generation console gap. You know, like, barring that, it's, you know, just like, it's just so good. It's so good. Yeah, I love this game. I've done a couple of speedruns for it. I think I've done about 3 speedruns for it. And I want to do a couple more speedruns for this game. Problem is, I don't know how long it's going to take to do speedruns for certain classes and stuff. Oh, just the car controls, it's just so nice. Just The only reason I don't have all achievements in this game is one reason, and a reason only. Ranked online. Yep, there are 3 achievements I don't have. They require you to play ranked online. Now, online, not a problem to play. Fun to play online. Great. Brilliant. Playing the ranked is a lot harder. I'm not sure if this was like a thing of this kind of sort of early generation of online sort of ranked kind of things. But if you went into a ranked lobby, started the ranked lobby, at the end you'd be kicked out of that ranked lobby and you'd have to go and find another lobby for ranked. You didn't just stay in the same lobby. Which is the biggest pain in the arse, especially even if you're trying to boost it. Or even if you've like talked to other people and go, right, we're all gonna win, you could even play it fucking casually and they'd be like, right, if someone's got the achievement, they basically just join and you just race around and the other guy just who's already got the achievement doesn't care. But then also no one plays the ranked, so you have to get other people to play, other people to play the game. And the only reason you'd want to do ranked over, sort of player matches, like, you have no control over the rules either. So the only way you'd want to do it is for the achievements. And it sucks. It sucks that is the one thing that is keeping me from 100%ing or getting all the achievements in this game is the ranked online. I've got every other achievement. I've worked my arse off for all the other achievements. But then that one, I can't, like, even if, like, yeah, like, even if, I mean, no, like, I if people still played this game online, and I don't Xbox Live, I could do it. I could definitely get the wins. But like, when I started playing it, and when I had Xbox Live, it was like 2008, I want to say, end of 2008. Or possibly even like early 2009. That's when I got Xbox Live. I had my Xbox 360 for a long time before that. But that was the thing. It was just like, even when I started playing it, I would only do player matches, didn't do ranked. So it does kind of suck a lot. Oops. Sucks that I can't get all the achievements in a game I absolutely love. It's the same thing with like, like Saints Row, Far Cry, so like some Far Cries, and some other games where I'm like, I completely love this game, but for online reasons, I can't get all the achievements for it. Which, like, I appreciate there being, like, online achievements, but there really shouldn't be anything that kind of, like, is too difficult or basically impossible if a lot of people aren't playing it. If the server's shut down, you can't do anything about that. But, oh my god. Going on circle. You also might be thinking at this point in time, why is this your favourite racing game if there's like a lot of destruction? Where's the rest of, what's the rest of the game got in store? Well, first of all, the Carnage mode. The Carnage mode where it's just, hey, get this high score. The annoying thing is that like, you have to do a certain Oh, he's just exploded. Is for leaderboards, you have to do the thing while you're connected to Xbox Live. If you're not connected to Xbox Live, your score doesn't count. Your score doesn't make it onto the leaderboard, which means other people will look at your score in the Carnage mode and go, haha, you haven't even got it, and it's like, but I've got the gold, you know, this is my score, and it's like, well, you did it offline. Yeah, and then there's, you know, yeah, I'm like, it's not gonna happen. I've got to do this last race. Where there's a lot of different cars controlled all differently. You've got big vehicles, like nippy little vehicles, and you have the credit system, so you can buy and you can actually like properly upgrade your cars. I mean, not like, you know, Forza kind of level of upgrading cars and sort of modifying them and stuff, but like, you know, whoa, okay. I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought when someone just flying through the sky. Apologies. The tracks are all great, the cars are all great. Sort of upgrade system, sort of earning credits. I'm basically at that point where I'm like, right, I'm just gonna buy every single car, upgrade everything that every car has. That kind of point. And that's also kind of what I want to do for speedruns. It's sort of a New Game Plus version. Is also load screens. Oh god, the loading times on console. That's what ruins speedruns. Yeah. So there would be music playing, but it's all licensed music, and even though the beginning intro was licensed, I'd rather not risk it for the rest of the game, you know what I mean? But yeah, so after this, and we win the Grand Prix, show you kind of what else this game has, because this game is not just racing and crashing. It's also racing, crashing, and falling over. It's like I'm reviewing this game. I'm not. If I was to review this game, I would probably take like half an hour just to review it, just because I'd want to talk about every single little thing. Also, I'd probably be like one of those reviewers that just goes, the game is brilliant, go play it. Why have you not played it? Why are you not playing it right now? Go play it. And then like, that's it, that's the review. And people will be like, but why? Like, do you like racing games? Yeah. Do you like arcadey style racing games? Yeah. Go play it. Do you hate it when people overtake you on like the last lap and you want to smash them into oblivion? You can do that in this game. Oh no, no. Spun out in the last corner. No. And the names as well, like all the characters, you will get to know these people and their cars. You will. freaky. Okay, so obviously the game's title, Ultimate Carnage, and the only carnage you've seen is someone going upside down above all the other cars. Whoop-de-doo. But in the Carnage mode, well, no, actually, you have more than just race. You know, racing events like we just did. Because that's mainly the FlatOut mode. Is racing, time trials. Actually, wait, let me go back to... Because you have racing, time trials, and then you have special courses as well. They're just called like bonus kind of thing. But you got time trials, you got bonus. Also got finals as well if you want to get a ton of cash. I have to go into a derby car to show you derby events. Yep. Well, time trials and derbies as well. And that's where it gets interesting. Because you have derby events, which there are two different types of derbies. There are, 1 second. Oh no, there's a destruction derbies, which I know. Shush. I believe that it's destruction and demolition. I think. No, deathmatch. That's it. There's deathmatch derby, which is only available in sort of solo in the Carnage mode. Whereas in the single event you play Destruction Derby, which is like you have one life, survive to the end, last man standing kind of thing. You got a 45-second contact timer. You get points for sort of like destroying other cars, hitting other cars. Whereas in Deathmatch Derby, you get points by killing people. And there's also like power-ups as well in that. But you can't play that in the single events here. You have to go to the Carnage mode, which means you can't choose a vehicle that you want. There's time trials in every single course. 6 different areas. There's forest with timberlands and pine grove courses. There's field with Midwest ranch and farmlands. There's the desert, which only has 3, but they're very sort of different. You've got oil field, scrapyard, and town. Then you've got the canal, which only has 3, but, you know, what can you do with the canal? But they are... I think Water Canal 1 is probably my favourite race course. Then you've got City 1, where you've got City Central and Downtown. And you've got Race, where you've actually got racetracks, River Bay Circuit, and Motor Raceway. However, there's still garbage all over the track, because the tracks aren't finished. They've just got crap all over them. Which I guess is a good and bad thing. Then I mentioned about the bonus tracks. So you do racing events in bonus tracks that are literally just sort of like classic destruction derby kind of like racing thing. So you've got Figure of 8, of course, like kind of classic thing. You've got something called a Tri-Loop Special, which is kind of like 3 sort of like huge bends. We're sort of over it just there's a description there. You got Speedball, which is probably one of the best ones. You've got like 4 banked bowls and 2 streets, and it's just hilarious. Then you've got sort of like an oval, like the sort of the like start of like kind of the beginning of NASCAR. Then you've got a Figure of 8 that doesn't have kind of bowls, but it's got a little jump in the middle. Then you got Crash Alley, which is actually in Wreckfest. I can't remember what they call it in Wreckfest. But yeah, it's exactly the same thing here as it is in there, because it's also made by the same people. Yeah, people made this game made Wreckfest, which is why I was hyped for Wreckfest, and why I've got the platinum in Wreckfest. Then you got Speedway left, you know, normal, and then you've got Speedway right. And then you've got Speedway Special, which has like a little bit in the middle, so you don't just constantly just go left or right. And you can change sort of the race options. You can go lap count from 10 to 1. On these, on the normal racetracks, I believe it's only down to 2. Then you've got like damage from like nothing to 2 times. You've got nitro from nothing to 2 times. You can have like, because you can't use like upgraded vehicles or like specially upgraded vehicles. You can either go like everyone's at 50% upgrade, or everyone's at 100% upgrade, or no upgrade. And then you saw it earlier. We've got stunt events. This is the greatest thing Ragdolls could ever do. You got 12 stunts, and it's a high score thing. Some are easier than others. Like some are competitive, whereas others are like you can get the max score just like very easily. So high jump is obviously, you know, see how high you can get. There is a little thing with these, is that if you don't move the stick to sort of move your ragdoll character around in the air, if you don't do that, you will go further because you're putting less sort of like movement, which means more air resistance, which means you go slower and like don't go as high, which is a bit weird. But then again, FlatOut 4 Total Insanity just says, yeah, no, if you just keep moving the stick, you'll go as far as you can if you just hold the stick forward, which doesn't make any sense considering this game kind of said no to that. Then you got bowling, you know, 10-pin bowling. It's kind of like you can get a perfect score, but it's also kind of hard to do that. You got ski jump, which is obviously kind of, you know, distance based. You got curling as well, stone skipping, ring of fire, field goal, basketball, I guess, kind of is like kind of very difficult to do and get like a, you know, consistent kind of scores on. Baseball as well, and soccer / football. But then you've got the 2 easy ones, Royal Flush and Darts, to get max score. Let's go for Darts. And of course, you have stunt vehicles. You have Starflight, the Trailblazer, Afterburner, the Rocket, and the Nucleon. The Rocket is a sort of the classic kind of car. Everyone loves it. But we're going to go with the Nucleon, because it's yellow. Right, so if you ignore how the game wants you to, then you can, you know, just do that, but you have to have everyone doing the same thing. However, if you go for the specified targets, you get 5 more points. You know, if it's like a normal dartboard, if you go for like singles, and you get 5 more points than if you'd go for the 20, obviously, and then it doubles. If you go for the double, it then obviously puts it up from 25 to 50, and then from 50 to 75 for a triple. So it's weird that they've done it like this. So it says target 17. But I'm not going to get 17 points for it because yeah, so I get 25 points for it because it was the designated target, so I'm going to get 25 points for it rather than 20 points for it. But now it's a double, so do you think I'm going to get 25 points, so I should go for the double 20 to get 40 points? No, because this is double. So you get 50 points, because it's double. Do you see why this is very easy to get max score? This and Royal Flush is very easy. All you need to do in Royal Flush is get a Royal Flush. You get a Royal Flush, you win. You go for every designated target, you win. So they're fun to, you know, like perfect and whatnot, but they're not kind of like the challenging kind of like, you know, like oh so close, like, you know, so, like in the high jump, like oh so close to 100, so close to 100, oh 99, that kind of funness when you play with other people. Because while there is no split screen, shock, gasp, horror, obviously there's sort of the pass the controller kind of aspect from the sort of Carnage mode. There's also a party mode which is still pass the controller, but it's basically do the stunt events. Yeah, it's basically do all the stunt events and see what kind of scores you can get, you know. And obviously, like, whoever gets the highest score, boom, 50 points, because you can only get 50 and 20 at the end. So you get 250, and that's the max score. You see my problems with, you know, only with those ones. Obviously, it's nice to get, like, a perfect score. But I think it's a bit more fun if you do, like, house rules for that. Yeah, so 250. Yeah. But if you go for something like the high jump... See, there you go, look. Using aerobatics increases drag. Right, and it's your best try. And sometimes they'd like to just litter the course as well, in sort of like your run-up. Oh, 143.99. Boom. That's actually a pretty good score. I think that might be a gold in the Carnage mode. Oh, so close. Come on, I can beat 14399. Come on. Boom! 150. Nice. And then you can imagine the kind of, like, you know, if you had like a couple of people and you're all passing the controller around and doing that kind of thing, see who can get the highest and stuff like that. It does get really tense. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's like the rest of the stunts, you know, are like that. You know, so you get people that, like, you know, like slightly better than you. Let's do a little bonus. What should we do? Should we do the classic? I think I've shown off Speedball too many times. So let's do the classic figure of 8. We're gonna put it 10 laps. We're gonna leave everything to normal, except for upgrades. We're gonna put upgrades to max. Now let's go through some of the cars. So you've got 3 different well, you've got 4 different classes, but the 4th one you can't really use in the flat out mode. But, you know, they've all got, like, their own kind of stats. You've got, like, the terrible car. You've got, like, kind of the better terrible car. And you've got, like, the pickup. And then you've got a big truck, kind of sports car, better sports car, you know. All these look like derby class cars, you know, like proper bangers and stuff. And then you get to race class where they've got all the sponsors on them. You can change the colour of every single car. Some of them, the default colour is a lot better. Yeah, like light blue, a red, a dark red, kind of brown. This one where you can get like silver, and then you can do the inverse color. Really nice. You got the bullet, which goes into a nice black and yellow. Oh, love that color. And you got the lentils, the Lentus sort of pickup truck. You know, more kind of sports cars, and then you got street cars, which are, you know, kind of all look like they come from Fast and Furious film. You know, all these kind of like sports cars and sort of old school cars as well, and kind of like little compact kind of cars, and then you got huge trucks kind of cars. I think this might be like one of my favourite just looking cars, just because it looks so nice. You know, it's such a nice car. You get like the red and black, and then the inverse of sort of black and white, the blue, the green. You know. The Speed Devil, the Road King, the Bullet GT, you know, the huge just exhaust out the front. And then we get onto the bonus cars. These are bonus cars that you get from unlocking through doing, like, some of these cars you'll get from unlocking by doing the Carnage mode, or by playing through the FlatOut mode. You get to like certain bits and it unlocks new cars. These bonus cars are just insane. So you got like a pimp mobile kind of thing, like a really old school kind of car. Then you got the Flatmobile, based on, you know, kind of the Batmobile, but because it's flat out, it's the Flatmobile. Like a mob kind of car, monster kind of thing. You got a school bus, of course. Why would you not have a school bus? Then you've got the Rocket. You know, this is why I didn't show the Rocket earlier. We've got the Rocket as a bonus car, and then you've got a huge truck, you know? So we're going to go with the Rocket for this race. And we'll see what everyone else brings. Because if I'm bringing a rocket-propelled stunt car, what are they going to bring? What are they going to bring? I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, they brought street class cars. So, because my car has got 10 out of 10 speed and 10 out of 10 acceleration, see ya. Oh, no. Obviously, because this car is fast, it's also a hazard to its own health. Good thing I didn't turn the damage up to 2 times, wasn't it? Yeah, so who had rocket-propelled jet car as a car in a racing game? Just trying to control the thing. Because you don't want to go round, you don't want to be like scraping along the wall, because that, you get damaged for that, you lose some health. The health isn't shown, but there is like a health bar. Everyone's little health bar is kind of like indicated by like the sort of there, black and yellow down the bottom. Now you can't see your own one, which is a bit weird, but you can kind of like guess when, you know, you should really just stop, and that's when it starts smoking. The car starts smoking, that's kind of the universal sign of stop crashing into shit, you moron. New lap record, 1908. Well, see, I love this game. It's insane. We'll finish up with a derby after this. What should I bring? Woo. Oh no. Oh well. Ah, my car seems to be. Oh, I've lost the wheel. I've lost the wheel. Brilliant. There you go. There are other camera modes. You can go from the bonnet, but from the bumper to the bonnet to the driver, not inside. And then you can go close and you can go far. I prefer far just because it's one of these games, if I was trying to play it a bit more realistically, you know, like if I was playing like Forza Motorsport, maybe I would go for the sort of the cockpit view. But I'm a third person kind of guy. Oh! Well, I got smashed into oblivion. 10 out of 10. Unfortunately, I'm not going to show off the Carnage mode. Oh, actually, wait. I'm not going to show it off. But I am going to... Because the Carnage mode... The Carnage mode does have something that you can't actually play in anything else, or anywhere else, is the Beat the Bomb. Yeah, basically it's like a checkpoint kind of race. So you go around like, you know, the racetrack of the Water Canal 3, the Desert Oil Field, Pine Grove 1, River Bay Circuit. You know, you go around and there are checkpoints throughout the thing, and you get and you get like a certain amount of time, and then checkpoints add certain time to it, and then it basically just comes to a point where it basically just goes, you cannot make this. You could probably keep going if you're skilled enough, but it then just does kind of go insane. There are some really tricky ones. Obviously, when you get like to the bottom of the Carnage mode list, obviously it's when it's getting really hard. But this one, with the Flatmobile, the car is very fragile. It goes really fast, and you'll be crashing into goddamn everything. And here was the one where I got the gold achievement for like getting gold. Here's where I got the achievement for getting gold in all of Carnage mode, like getting every event gold. Was this one, the Beat the Bomb Midwest Ranch 2 with the Terrator? No, I'd say that actually. Think about it. Yeah, so you can't do like Beat the Bomb anywhere else. But we're gonna go. Where are we going to go? Let's go Derby Bowl 1. Let's decrease the damage a bit. No nitro. Everyone in stock cars. What car are we gonna go? Oh, the truck. No, we're gonna go with, we're gonna put in the Derby cars. You know, I do like the splitter car. It does look nice. Can I change the... No. But we are... Ooh, do I go for the shaker? The shaker... I'm going to base it on the rear end. We're going to look at the rear end of these cars. I'm going to have a look and see which one I like the best. That's a nice rear end. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's got fins. It's got fins. I'm a big fan of fins. Ah, it's got spoiler. If the car could have fins and spoilers, that would ruin it. I'm going to have to go with the Switchblade. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with the Switchblade. But first of all, we're going to change colour. Red. Dark red. Green. Dark green. I think I'm going to go with the dark red. Right. Last man standing. Yeah. 45-second thing. And everyone has little, like, kind of health bar kind of thing. Goes kind of green to yellow to green. I don't know what's in between green and yellow. So obviously we've got 0.5 times damage. See, look, now you get a health bar in the Derby thing. Let's do it from the actual driver's point of view. This might go on longer than. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's illegal in a real demolition derby. Is that you can't do a head-on hit, and you also can't hit the driver's side. Oh, Jack Benton, goodbye, my friend. Sofia Martinez, goodbye. Oh no, me as well. Oh no. Wait, who's still green? Oh, it's leaving. Oh, Jason Walker's gone. Still got some people that are green. I assume I'm kind of like in the similar kind of colour range. You, Sally. Fuck you. Oh, Katie Jackson's gone. Curtis Wolf, screw you. I can't. My bonnet is not helping. Oh, you're going to get screwed, Frank. Ooh. Oh, no. Yeah. Ow. Oh, no, my bonnet came off. Ah, god damn it. I felt the glass smash at the back of my head. Oh, Lewis. Goodbye, Lewis. Hello. Hello. Oh, there we go. I'm good. Oh, Curtis Wolf, goodbye, and Frank Malkov goes as well. Where's Jill? Jill, no, the science guy. Oh, there's Jill. Oof. It's coming down to it. Ray Cart. Oh, I was just about to say, how is Ray Cart still in this? He's normally the one that's. Oh, I'm kind of stuck. Oh. No. Oh, got it. I got it. I freed myself. Oh, Leibing. Leibing! Jill's still looking pretty good with her health bar right there. Now I can actually dodge Jill because she wouldn't have hit anyone. So I can basically just wait out the contact timer. But that's if I was a bitch. My car is kind of on fire. I should probably look at that rather than keep driving around, smashing into people. Also, I don't know about you, but probably in a proper demolition derby, you probably wouldn't, drive this fast. Boom! I win. But also, based on points, I win. So there you go, you get 5 points for a wreck. Depending on how much damage you do, you get like a certain sort of crash value. And then obviously you get a bonus depending on your position at the end. You get 15 points for win, 10, stuff like that. And I just won. So yeah. I hope this little kind of showcase has shown why I love this game. It's a fun racing game. It's definitely that kind of. In fact, let me show that little party mode. So you have a party mode. Go up to 8 players. Everyone has to use the same car, but you can change the player names. So you can have. You're not player 1, you're, you got Bob. And you got, Steve. You got, and it's also really annoying if people don't capitalize their name. So you do Keith like that. It's like, why would you do that? And then someone who just puts all capitals, like that. It's just like, can we have some consistency, please? And obviously you change the card. Everyone has to use the same card. But there are 5 stunt cars. You got kind of like the classic lowrider kind of stunt car. You pick up sort of the race. High-rise kind of version. Obviously, you've got the rocket one, and then you've got the like ridiculous and ridiculous. Yeah. So yeah. Why do I love this game? Because it is just brilliant in almost every single way, and you know, it's been one of my favorite games and racing games, and nothing has really topped it. You know, if I could play this game, if they port like even Wreckfest, I would say even Wreckfest hasn't beaten this. You know, Wreckfest is good, but it just doesn't have the kind of like same kind of personality. Yeah, it's got the destruction ability and stuff like that. But the career mode is very kind of like lacking in sort of personality, and it tries to do somewhat kind of like rivalries, but just doesn't do it as well, I think. Because like the names, and then the names in Wreckfest, where it's just like they don't use the same cars all the time. So it's like, and also, no, but it's just like if they use the same cars and they just upgrade their cars to like, you know, B class or A class when they needed to, it'd be much more sort of interesting. If they had like proper names as well, then it'd be, you know, really interesting. You know, and also Wreckfest. One thing that Wreckfest can do is probably just add support for adding older racetracks. Like if there was like a FlatOut Ultimate Carnage pack where they basically went, hey, here's racetracks from FlatOut Ultimate Carnage, pay this much and you'll get that. You know, they've had 2 season passes for cars, and I haven't kind of like, I've been like, oh yeah, I want that car, but it's just been kind of just like, why? You know, so while I absolutely love this game, I will keep this game. I will take this game to my grave. I will take FlatOut Ultimate Carnage to my grave with the soundtrack. And hell, I've even still got the manual for this game, which actually is a proper manual because it actually tells you everything. It was back in the day. So yeah, so people on Twitch, stay right there. We're gonna take a bit of a break. Like just a couple minutes break. For YouTube, you're going to have to click on the next video and see what it is. You know, you're going to have to go on to the next video. So I'm going to have to end it here for you guys with Twitch. It's going to keep going, because this is a 6-hour stream. We're only about halfway through. So, whatever. Oh, also on YouTube, sorry I didn't say this for the other ones, for the other videos, the other games. But if you watching on Twitch, and you come back and watching on YouTube, put down in the comments that you were watching on Twitch as well. So I can give you a little shout there. But as I always say at the end of videos, thank you everyone for watching, and peace out.